allow Honorable Chepkonga to inform me, but just to respond to Honorable Mboka, I was saying I only raised it because it may look like it is Honorable Caroli Omondi that forced me to introduce this bill. If Caroli reads the Kenya Kwanza manifesto, on page 10 of that manifesto, it says we shall establish a national infrastructure fund. Caroli had not even read the Kenya Kwanza manifesto. So he cannot go to claim credit for what he has no idea of. He should just be patient, wait for the bill to come here. If he has anything substantive to say or input to give to improve the bill, improve. If he has nothing, please don't use this house, and that was the point I was raising, Honorable Speaker, when the substantive speaker was there. Don't use business in this house to go and do your cheap politics out there, please. And I said it yesterday, Honorable Speaker, let us be kind enough to ourselves, because it is the house we portray badly out there. When you go and say those things you are saying on TV because you want to look intelligent or sound intelligent. You may sound, but not look, or you may not be intelligent by sounding intelligent, Honorable Speaker. Let me allow Chepkonga to inform me as I finish.
Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, you know, I listened to Honorable Caroli Omondi. He's a good friend of mine. Unfortunately, as the majority leader has just said, he completely went off tangent. In fact, I just wanted to inform the majority leader that, in fact, one of the things that he claimed, that he financed the ODM to the tune of over 300 million shillings. Mr. Speaker, if you look at Honorable Caroli Omondi, does he look like 300 million shillings? Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, I have even invited him to come for a fundraising in my constituency, but he has refused a number of times. I was shocked to hear, and so I'm wondering why Honorable Milemba is sympathizing with a person who has a lot of money. He does not require, in fact, Madam Speaker, he said that he donated to ODM, and you know I was in ODM. He donated to ODM Chungwa House. You know, Madam Speaker, for you to donate Chungwa House, you require to be sympathized with. And in fact, Madam Speaker, I want to inform the majority leader that he said that he's no longer a member of ODM. He wants to form his party. So I don't know, he was speaking in what capacity, as against our good Senator, Eddie Okage, who spoke a lot of sense, Madam Speaker. I thank you.
Okay, last point of order, Honorable Millie. Thank you, Madam Speaker. But I think the honorable member is misleading the House. Honorable Caroli didn't talk about 300 million. He said he supported ODM to the tune of 700 million. So when you are saying, you need to be saying correct things, Madam Speaker. Honorable Caroli, as you say, is called Dangote because he's very well managed. Madam Speaker, you know us as Subas. We are Subas, we are a minority. So even when a minority takes on the majority leader, just be kind to him. As we are minorities, and as minority, we are proud of our few minorities. So I would request you next time, especially because Caroli, as you rightfully say, he may not be young, but he's a first timer. So please bring a substantive motion next time so that he also gets time to respond to you. I think that is a better rule of debate, because it would be nice for him to learn from you as you debate, as you raise points of orders against him and he responds, so that even when you raise 300, he can also tell us the source of 700. I also want to be also rich like Caroli. Yes, a majority.
Honorable Speaker, you know, it is true the Honorable Caroli Omondi is a Suba, from Suba North, like Millie. Suba South, and Millie is from Suba North. And the indomitable Cabinet Secretary for National Treasury, Honorable John Buddy, is a penultimate Suba from Suba South. Honorable Speaker, you know, Millie is a minority whip. I saw in that clip also the member claiming that he is being removed from a committee. And Millie, who is his neighbor, is a whip. And I want to state here, because I am the chair of the selections committee, the minority whip has not proposed anybody's removal from any committee. So don't go seeking cheap publicity out there. But if, and the Honorable Caroli Omondi, I have engaged with him, he knows he's chairing a committee that he should not be chairing. And therefore, let me just say it here. He will leave the chairmanship of that committee, because that committee must be chaired by the majority side. And he knows it. I have engaged with him, and I advised him on what to do. Then he goes on national TV to say, oh, I am being removed, trying to portray now that probably is Honorable Millie or the minority leadership that is removing him. I want to state he will leave the seat of the chairmanship of the CIOC committee, because he was not to chair that committee. It is a majority side committee. And we are a house that respects political parties. We have a working arrangement under the broad-based government with ODM. That is why Professor Nyikal, Dr. Nyikal, is the chair of our health committee. That is why the Honorable Fatuma, who is a very diligent chair, you see how much business she had this afternoon and how efficiently she was able to give all those notices. And she will sit here throughout the afternoon sitting to see if any of her business will be arrived at. Now, a member who never sits here, only sits here for 2 minutes, then runs off to a TV station to say, oh, I am being removed from a committee. Oh, I have 700 million shillings to donate. I donated 1,000. You donate whatever you want to donate to your political party. But don't disparage the work of the House. That was my point, Honorable Speaker. And I have nothing against the Honorable Caroli Omondi. It is just my simple advice to the not so young members and the young members who are serving their first term. Take your time to learn the processes, because you cannot force anybody to introduce a bill here, even a private member's bill. Honorable Undo has been here. He has introduced very many bills. This member for 3 years has not introduced anything. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. And before we proceed, I'd like to recognize the Nyandarua National Polytechnic from Oljoro Orok constituency in Nyandarua County, who are seated in the public gallery. And on behalf of the substantive speaker, myself, and the entire National Assembly, you're welcome to Parliament, and I hope that you shall benefit from the deliberations. Thank you. Next order.
Order number 12, Committee of the Whole House.
Great honorable members, we are in the committee of the whole House, and specifically to deal with the Judges' Retirement Benefit Bill, National Assembly Bill number 27 of 2025. This one was sponsored by the leader of Majority Party. So, Leader, we shall be relying on you for the many amendments, and we ask you to take your seat so that we may proceed.
Clauses 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clauses 3, 4, 5, and 6 be part of the bill. And these ones don't have an amendment. I now put the question, Honorable Leader, order. Thank you. I now put the question that clauses 3, 4, 5, and 6 be part of the bill. Will as many as with that opinion say aye? Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 7.
I propose the question that clause 7 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. I propose that clause 7 be amended as shown on the order paper. This is purely to remove some words that found their way onto the bill when they are not necessary. Like the word we are removing is a public, which is misplaced, should not be there. Before the commencement of this act was appointed a judge, not a public. Thank you. I beg to move.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 7 be amended as proposed by the mover. I now put the question that clause 7 be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 7 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as that opinion say aye? Will as many as the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 8 and 9.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clauses 8 and 9 be part of the bill. And now that there are no amendments on these ones, I proceed to put the question that clauses 8 and 9 be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 10.
I propose the question that clause 10 be part of the bill. Mover.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 10 be amended as shown on the order paper, and this is purely a cleanup, such that the words we are removing, retirement age, are misplaced. They are not supposed to be there. This appears to be a typing error. I beg to move.
I propose the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed by the mover. And I'll put the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 10 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16.
I propose the question that clauses 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 be part of the bill. Honorable members, I proceed to put the question that clauses 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 17.
I propose the question that clause 17 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I beg that clause 17 be amended as shown on the order paper, and that is clause 17, subclause 2. And the word that is misspelled there is been. It's spelled as being. So we want to delete being and replace it with been. Thank you.
I propose the question that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the mover. Did I hear Honorable Millie say something? You want to say something on this one?
Sorry, Chair, I support because really that's not even a substantive amendment, but we support in general.
Very well. Honorable members, I put the question that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 17 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22.
I propose the question that clauses 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 be part of the bill. Honorable members, there are no amendments on these ones, and I therefore proceed to put the question that clauses 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 23.
I propose the question that clause 23 be part of the bill. Mover. Yes, I know there are two amendments there, but let's go first with the chair. There's one by yourself and then by the leader.
About the same. Leader, look at it. I think it's the same proposal.
Okay, but,
I beg
but
to
then
move.
order, Honorable Chair. Let's give priority to the leader. So leader goes first.
Honorable Chair, is actually the same amendment that we both have. And may I move that clause 23 be amended as provided for on the order paper. Honorable Chair, this is to provide for an enhanced and pension benefits for the current 4 or what would be the 5 Supreme Court judges who are not either the Chief Justice or the Deputy Chief Justice. As you are aware, the Chief Justice and the Deputy Chief Justice have their retirement benefits under the Deputy President and Designated State Officers Act. But the judges, the other 5 judges, and now with the demise of Justice Ibrahim, there are 4, they have other duties, administrative duties that they do on behalf of the court. And this involves a lot of other work that is administrative, that they do on behalf of their colleagues in the judiciary. They take care of their judicial infrastructure and buildings. They look after the welfare of judges and staff of the judiciary. They are the ones who are involved in the development of rules and regulations of the court, training, and both the bar and those on the bench, and also managing the bar and bench relationships between Mili, Murugara, and other lawyers and members of the judiciary who are serving. And therefore, they have a lot of additional responsibilities, and also they are serving in the apex court. And therefore, to put the Supreme Court judges on the same pedestal with the other judges would look a bit unfair and not very appreciative of the other administrative work they do. Therefore, we just seek to enhance not their pension, they have their pension, but other non-pension benefits. And that would probably constitute, remember these Supreme Court judges are also the ones who deal with most of the very heavy, even political issues. They are the ones who look at presidential petitions. And therefore, post-retirement, I may have run for president and thought probably they made a decision that was not fair to me and target any one of them. And therefore, you need to assure them that they have non-pension benefits such as additional security, maybe a car and some fuel allowance. And therefore, that's all we seek to do here, to give them that additional non-pension benefits, but they will enjoy the same pension as the others. But we give them additional non-pension benefits, Honorable Speaker. And I beg to move